Today we're going to talk about Hua Hin, which is where I live. And we're going to kind of follow up, dovetail with the other video that was just posted about the apartment. First off, Hua Hin, which is where I live, which is where I'm broadcasting from now, has a population of roughly 63 to 68,000 on a low time. The highs are around 88,000 during high season. It's tough to get an exact number just because there's so many people. We get 1 million visitors a year, according to the Thai government, which is a lot. And with that being said, the expat population, that's even harder to pin down. I looked at several different places for research, and one said 5,000 and one said 3,000. And I don't know, and those are coming from the governments. I just don't know if those numbers are correct, because to me, it looks like a whole bunch more than that. With that being said, the amount of foreigners from other countries is just, I mean, they use the term expat, even though I didn't take that literally because, you know, I know very few Americans here. Almost every, I mean, all my friends they're Canadian, or they're German, or they're Sweden, or Denmark, or Finland. They're really a mixture of places and people that they're from. And it's kind of nice, I think so. In the Philippines, I was left with maybe a handful of, or less, of different peoples from different groups. Mostly just Americans. That's not the same here in Hua Hin. It is literally a mecca, a tourist attraction. One of the other subscribers in the last video actually mentioned that it was too sleepy for him and that it was boring for him. You know, I understand that. I guess my challenge with that statement, for me, is that I've literally never had a boring moment in my life. Whether I was in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Actually, joke, just the Army and the Navy. Even when I was on tower duty, which I was occasionally because I worked nuclear missiles, everybody did tower duty on a nuclear missile base. At least, you know, even the crew launchers, or the launching crew, I should say, everyone did guard duty, or you walked the post. And I never felt bored. And I feel the same way here. That's me. So, you know, I've said it before, you do you, I'll do me. We have here Hua Hin, just depending on who you're believing, how you're saying it, is that I think there's so much to do here. There really is, I think, I believe. You know, with that being said, let's start with the basics. There's miles and miles of beautiful beaches. If that gets boring, we have hills and mountains and trails. We have state parks that are close by. I'm going to take you to Monkey Mountain in a while, and Monkey Mountain is crazy cool. I think so. Just watch your bike seat, watch your snacks, watch your phone, because the monkeys, oh yeah, they will go for you. And I'm actually going to do a special, with that being said, I also wanted to touch upon the apartment that I just featured. Look, you guys, I'm still starting this. I'm not, you know, I thought that video, I put a lot of love and effort in that video, but apparently I didn't answer enough questions, and I get it. So the next video, we are doing another video here real soon of a $100 to $120 apartment. And I promise you, we'll have longitude, latitude, address, we'll have the color, we'll have, you know, when it was built. We won't have that. We'll have, you know, all the numbers, that everything that you asked for in the last one, which actually was included on the budget video, but not included on the apartment video. So that's my bad, and I hate that term. So we'll fix that on the next video. The reason for this video, though, is something that several of us bloggers have noticed in several countries, even in America. However, like I said, I really don't want to get into America, but this holds true in America. And the name of this video is Vampires of Asia. We have seen, both in the Philippines and in Thailand, and certainly in America, possibly in Florida, that a lot of expats, a lot of people who are in the retirement stage of their life, what they do is so first off, the term Vampires of Asia came from a friend of mine. He's Greek Chicago, And we were talking one night at the pool, and he's like, you know, I'm a vampire. And I was captivated by this, and there is a girl walking by in a thong bikini. It's just outrageous. Anyway, the point was, oh yeah. I said, what does a vampire of Asia look like? What is that? And he said that he was in this pattern where he sleeps all day and stays up all night. And I said, well, what do you do at night? He's like, well, I do the same stuff I would have done in a day. I just reverse my time. And I really understood that, and I felt that, because I'm in the same kind of a mode sometimes. And I said, well, I mean, have you been like that all your life? He said, no. Since I've come over here to Asia, I've really gotten into the vampire thing of, you know, of staying up all night. Well, sometimes I go to bed at 6 and 7 o'clock. And I too do that, except I'm usually working. I'm usually working on a video. It doesn't make any difference what you're doing. He's watching TV, reading, smoking cigs, whatever he does, which is fine. That's him. But the point is that we've seen this both in Asia, both in Thailand and the Philippines. I know guys in the Philippines that, I call it living in the bunker, that they stay in their apartment, they, you know, watch the news feeds, they watch the doom and gloom of, you know, the world at war, and that's all they do. I guess that's okay if that's really what you want to do. Is that really what you travel 7,000 miles for? That's my question to you. And my answer to that, and you may say, well, what's the point of this video? The point of this video is that if that's what you want to do, more power to you. If you don't want to do that, there are other options. There's a couple of really great groups here in Hua Hin that, you know, that are really a mixture of all different kinds of people. And they do a lot of different stuff. They do dinners, they do cruises, they do dances. I do some of them. However, you know, I'm really more of a lone wolf, as a lot of expats are. I was interviewed by a guy writing a book, and I asked him, what's the one thing in common that you see with all the expats that you talk to? He said, hands down, he sees an independent streak, an isolation streak, I want to be alone streak. And I can't tell you how much we saw that in the Philippines. I don't see it so much here because there's so many different people from so many different countries. The expat count here, that's what it said, the expat count, and this can't be right, it's between 3,000 and 5,000. This is according to the government. And I just don't see that. I see a lot more. I see, you know, I want to say tens of thousands, but I don't know if that's correct either. I see literally thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of foreigners, which is, for me, it's on the negative side. You know, I hadn't really noticed that when I first came here. So to the subscriber that said it was boring, not for me. However, the negative has been so many different foreigners, which was a challenge in Tagaytay. And look, I hold no illusions. I'm one of those foreigners. I get it. So I really have nothing to say about it. I just kind of want to get to the point. And the point is, get out of your bat cave, get out of your bunker, come out to the beach. It's a beautiful day, no matter where you're at. If you're in the Philippines, go to Batangas. If you're in Cavite, if you're in Manila, go to Makati, go to Loaiza. I mean, there's things to do. I'm not saying every day. I'm just saying, I'm asking you guys, when you come here, are you coming here with a passion? You know, mine is production photography and Muay Thai and martial arts and the water. So when you come here from America, whether it's Texas, Florida, wherever you're coming from, you know, bring your passion, because this is a great place to have it. With that in mind, I'm always interested to what you're saying. And like I said, the next videos on apartments, I promise we'll have more information than you can handle. Thanks a lot. This has been Rich in Thailand. We'll see you next time.